Don't you just want to swim in it? I mean, come on, mouth open, of course. Mashed potatoes are arguably the crowd favorite at the Thanksgiving table. It's the most classic side dish to our holiday menu. Well, today we're taking those beloved creamy potatoes from good to great. Tami Steggell already hard at work. She has the recipe for what she says are, quote, the fluffiest mashed potatoes you will ever make.
Yes, so I did a poll on my Instagram page and asked, what do people want to learn the most at Thanksgiving? And it was mashed potatoes.
Yeah, well, you got to get it right.
And I always take it for granted that everybody knows how to do it. But here is a great way to ensure fluffy potatoes.
Okay, because can I make a cook confession or a wannabe cook confession?
Yeah.
I've never made mashed potatoes.
Are you serious?
Never.
Well, that's true for a lot of people. I remember having a guest over and they said, are these real potatoes? And I was like, yes, they are, because a lot of people are accustomed to a box.
Right. Well, and there's pressure there. I mean, my grandma Jo made the potatoes every year. She was an amazing cook. So help us live up to that level. Let's start with the type of potato you recommend.
Okay, so I picked a recipe potato for your fluffy potatoes at home. Here are the potatoes right here. Red is the most waxy, gold is medium waxy, and russet is the least waxy.
And you're referencing the wax. Does that get in the way of fluff?
It's not an actual wax, it's the firmness of the potato. So this is good for soups, this is good for baked potatoes, breads, and mashed potatoes.
Okay, all right. And there is a debate out there, peel on, peel off. Where do you stand?
I love peel on.
I do too.
I don't know, it's just rustic and wonderful, and I love it.
But today we're going peel off.
Yes, so I'm gonna have you start the next portion, which is warming up a half a cup of butter.
Right here? Oh, right here.
Yep.
In here?
Yep, and a half a cup of milk.
Okay, she's set me up, don't let me fall. Half a cup of butter.
1 cup of cream.
Milk. 1 cup of cream. You're assuming I know how to run this temperamental stove. No, just kidding.
I could
fake it. Thank you. I'm not often the one behind the button, is all I'm saying. Okay, so we get that going. This is what we're going to add to the potato?
Yes, so we're gonna bring that all, we're gonna warm it all together, and that will get poured on top of our riced potatoes.
Okay, and what have you done here?
So this is a potato ricer. If you do not own one, just use a potato masher.
Okay.
But a potato masher, see how wide those are?
Yeah.
Will give you a few lumps, whereas this one will take the lumps out for you. Now, there's a few things you can do if you want to add some enhanced flavor to your mashed potatoes.
Do we? Do you?
I like to, yes, I love garlic, so you could add garlic right now to that cream and it would steep inside of that cream.
Okay.
And then once it's warmed up, we'll pour it over these riced potatoes. And then we just fold them together and we're gonna have super fluffy mashed potatoes.
Now I'm gonna do my journalistic duty and really pin you down here, because what's the secret to the fluff? Like, as we're saying, really fluffy.
So right here on the ricer, see how it's coming through the ricer? That is the secret to the fluff, because you're basically getting like really fine potatoes versus chunky potatoes.
Got it.
And then when you pour that warm cream over, it pretty much just melts it.
Okay, all right, preserving kind of those air pockets. And
yeah, and there's another thing that we've done today is, you see that this is part of a double broiler.
Yeah.
We steamed them versus boiling them.
Okay.
Because when you boil, sometimes you can waterlog your potatoes. Have you ever gotten potatoes that are a little bit too soupy?
Yes.
It's because they were waterlogged, and
like they sucked up the water?
Yeah, and potatoes have this really beautiful earthy flavor to them, and when you boil them in water, you take away some of that flavor.
I learned a couple things. Number 1, steam, wouldn't have done that. Number 2, apparently I need a potato ricer.
So when you steam, the potatoes will soak up the water that they need, versus like kind of like melting and falling apart in the water. All
right. We're close to melted. Do you want me to dump?
Yes, okay.
I mean, there's a few butter clumps in there, but for the sake of TV, I feel like we should complete the deed, right?
Absolutely.
Are you okay with that?
Yep, so you pour it right over here.
Okay, sorry. TV. These are TV fluffy mashed potatoes. These are the fluffiest mashed potatoes you'll ever see on TV. Okay.
And TV's all about demonstration, right? So then you've poured your hot butter and cream over.
Yeah.
and then you just start folding it.
Fold and then season
And
here
then
if
you're
you
going
want
to
to.
serve right away. I
Okay.
didn't finish ricing all of the potatoes, but this will serve about 10 people.
Oh my goodness.
And it does soak everything up
Okay.
and kind of thicken. So
Look at
if
that
you-
swimming pool that
Yeah.
I just want to do laps in.
and you helped.
Well,
You did it.
I will not shy away from raising my hand if ever asked, but in the meantime, I'm sticking in my lane and doing rolls this season. So it's
look
fine.
at that. Look at
Beautiful.
how gorgeous and creamy
I love
and
it.
fluffy.
All right, Tami, where can we get more recipe and cooking advice from you?
BiteMeIndustries.com and on Instagram.
Bite Me Industries. We'll link
Yep.
you over from our website. The fluffiest mashed potatoes ever. I'm inspired now, motivated. Thank you so much.
All right.